he's allowed to have, he's allowed to joke around, make the memes. He's allowed to put my Photoshop my face. He's allowed to do all of that. That's part of social media, but he has a responsibility to be accurate in what he's saying, facts over feelings. So that's my response to that.
Now, Henry Resilient is known for digging into hot topics and internet controversies. What's it like being part of such a platform, and how do you handle the public scrutiny that comes along with it?
Oh, I mean, this I understand that social media, there's going to be people that have differing opinions. You can't this you not everyone's going to agree with you, and they have more free because you're not in person. I've noticed that people are more free to express their thoughts because you don't have to face the in-person backlash. And I go into these streams knowing that, and I understand if people don't like what I have to say. That's just part of, again, social media. And when people they say names, all that kind of stuff. It's just part of the territory. So I don't really take it personally, but you know, I don't like it. Sometimes I don't like some of the opinions, but that's just part of social media.
Does the YouTube drama scene add value to fandom communities, or do you feel like it takes away from the positive aspects?
It's not so much the positivity. I mean, people need to know the drama because there, like Zachary Taylor McGinnis, for example, there are people that when they found out, they wanted to walk off from convention, like Tom Kenny, for example. People didn't know whether he was booked by Zach or not, whether Zach was representing him, and they threatened to leave the
Hmm.
convention if um he was supported. Tom Kenny was supported by Zachary Taylor McGinnis. People pay attention to the drama. Like I'm getting messages, people saying they'll no longer support David Yost because of what he did. People pay attention. Now, do I believe that people will get canceled because of the drama? No, I don't. But people, they do pay attention. They watch the drama, and whether it's positive or not, it's not really that relevant because if that's what's going to deter you from being a fan, then maybe you weren't really a fan. Because if you're a fan of something, some little drama is not going to deter you from being a fan. That's not how it works. But it might deter you from being supporting a certain actor or actress.
Do you feel there are misconceptions about you as a person or your intentions with these public disputes on his channel?
Misconceptions.
Or about your, or like misconceptions about your intentions in these debates, or you as a person?
I don't think it's a misconception. I think it's how do I put it? It's intentional um ignorance. Let's just put it that way. Like
Well,
Henry when
ignorance could be considered a misconception.
right. But like when they misinterpret my intentions on like when I go on stream, like people accuse me of taking things out of context, for example. That's just one example. Because they question my credibility. That's just one example. That attack, by the way, Henry knows it's BS. Most people know it's BS because when you take context of a situation, there's two definitions of it. There's one is the like let's say my trip to Ranger Stop Atlanta. The context of that trip involved many things. Where I went to eat, what vendors I looked at, the architecture of the building. There's different contexts that form the my experience at Ranger Stop Atlanta. And whether I mentioned Henry's name or not, he might think that that was justified in my how I was treated. I guess that's fair. But he tried to use that to discredit what I was saying about me, Steve Cardenas taking issue with me mentioning Galactic Productions and calling security on me. That's not really fair, but he knows this, and he used that attack to put doubt into what I was saying. And I know it's for entertainment purposes. I say it's to grow his channel, and then people think they start questioning my credibility. So they start thinking, "Oh, you're saying this for this reason," but no, I'm saying it because it's what happened and these attacks are BS. And so people might think I'm doing it for a certain reason, but in reality, I'm just reporting what happened because Henry did ask me to talk about that situation. So there are misconceptions, yeah, for sure. But
Despite
it's
the drama, you're clearly passionate about Power Rangers and other fandoms. What drew you to Power Rangers in the first place?
I um they packed so much into like the 20-30 minute. I think it was like 20 minutes. There was like action, there was like and then they would go back to the juice bar and then like then the action and then there would be like the martial arts and it'd be kind of cool to see that like quote unquote normal people doing martial arts the way that they do because most people think only like martial artists can do martial arts, but in reality, people of all walks of life can do it as well. So the fighting, all the monsters, all of it was packed into a short period of time. So that's what really drew me to Power Rangers. And one character in particular, Tui Trang, she just oozed grace and confidence. I really liked her character. So that's what really drew me to Power Rangers.
So you know Shay from Henry's channel. She had asked a couple questions. I don't think we'll get to all the questions, but she wanted to know, with tennis being a background of yours, is that something you wanted to do professionally?
No, because that was just the thing for like in college, high school and college. There was no intentions of going pro because it's very difficult. I mean, some people they have famous parents that could get them into the pros in any other sport. I mean, you see it with in the NBA that's going on right now. But yeah, that was never something that I pursued.
She also wanted to know if you think there's a shot we'll get a live action Tangled before a live action Princess and the Frog, and can both be released before Frozen 3.
Frozen 3. Oh, Frozen 3 was hasn't been real. So Tangled, I actually spoke with Zachary Levi. There's not going to be a sequel for Tangled, but she's talking about the live action remake, right?
Yeah, she's
Live
saying,
action.
do you think you'll get one? They'll make one of those before a live action Princess and the Frog.
It's tough to say because I don't know the direction Disney's going. I don't know if Snow White's getting a lot of backlash. We'll see, but hopefully Princess and the Frog and Tangled, were very good movies. So I hopefully they make a live action movie remake of them and they keep to the story and to what the princesses look like. Because I think part of the backlash with the live action remakes is that they're changing they're race swapping and they're changing the story. So I hope with the Princess and the Frog and Tangled, they keep to what the animation, what Tiana, what Rapunzel, what they look like, what they embodied as characters, and they don't change the story.
I personally
That'd
would
be
like to
good.
see a live action Lion King, but with black people,
Oh,
like
like a
like actual physical actors instead of like animated like animals.
right, right.
I think that'd be
Yeah, maybe.
interesting. Um, now you've had a lot of negative experiences with recently at conventions. What's your favorite fan interaction at a convention?